Warning, before this video starts, I suggest you guys go and leave to go watch the Suicide Squad movie. For this video will contain a lot of spoilers to the movie. If you guys have already seen it, or you guys do not care about spoilers, or you just don't want to see the movie but you want to still, hear some things about it, feel free to jump in and watch the video. But yeah, if you don't want to get spoiled, I suggest you jump out of this video right now so you can go and see the movie for yourself. And yeah, that's the end of this warning. Enjoy the video. What is going on, paisanos? My name is Voltake77 and welcome to another video. Today we're going to be talking about something that I've had a feeling I wanted to talk about for a bit. This is actually something that recently came up, and it was actually because I feel like this needs to be talked about a little bit. Not because this is like a big thing that needs to be solved. This isn't like one of those things where I bring up like, oh, there's drama going around that should be solved. Whether it be like, oh, there's someone attacking my friend, there's someone attacking me, or there's people going out to attack like dumb shit just because they want popularity. No, this is actually something involving a movie. If you saw the intro already, or if you didn't skip it, hopefully you didn't skip it. I warned you guys that this is going to contain spoilers to the Suicide Squad, which is the 2020 movie that came out recently this month. Well, actually, before I get I just want to let you guys know I am now 19. I am happy to say that, so that's cool. Anyways, back to what I was saying. With the Suicide Squad 2021 movie already out, I wanted to talk about a little thing that James Gunn decided to do in the movie that pissed off a lot of fans. And I don't mean pissed off in the sense where they got over dramatic and started threatening him. I mean pissed off in the sense where he made this decision and people are just mad that he did it. So much so that it hurt them. I'm one of those people. And that thing I want to talk about is what James Gunn had happen in the opening scene of the Suicide Squad movie. So, the way it started off, the way the movie started off, it had a character named Savant, who's one of the new characters in the movie. He's the guy in the trailers that's like bouncing the ball and throwing it around. Amanda Waller comes in, she makes the deal with him. He decides to take it because, he wants to get, the years off his sentence. He meets up with Rick Flag, and then he goes meets the well-known Suicide Squad, aka Task Force X. And that consisted of the members of Mungal, I think that's how you pronounce the name, Blackguard, Weasel, TDK, Javelin, and then Savant, with the addition of Rick Flag, Captain Boomerang, and Harley Quinn. I thought this was an interesting team up, but I had a lot of fears because I knew something was gonna happen, and I hated that I was right about it. So they go into the island that they're supposed to go into, and we already started off with one kill immediately, and that was with Weasel because Weasel ended up drowning when they landed in the water. And I had a funny commentary from Rick where like he's watching Weasel drown, and he's just like, did no one even bother to check if the Weasel could swim? And just Amanda Waller looking at one of the guys while he's just like acting all innocent. It was hilarious. So the Weasel died first. They go onto the island. They're already hiding, ducking in cover, and Savant looks out. He doesn't see anything, but they can tell something is up. Because there's no way in hell they're gonna land on a secured island and not have any guards or military there at all. Next thing you know, Blackguard comes out and he's like, hey guys, come out, you can come out now, I brought them, I'm the one that contacted you and all that. Because Blackguard sold them out. Also, Blackguard was played by Pete Davidson. It was kind of hilarious to see him die. He died by a bullet to the face, and holy shit, that must have been a strong ass bullet, because that shit didn't go through him. It fucking blew his face off. Jesus Christ. But so next thing you know, it started into an all-out battle for life and death. Rick Flag and Harley Quinn ducked in cover along with TDK and such, and a lot of things happened. TDK takes off his arms, starts smacking the guards. Captain Boomerang killed a few people with his boomerangs. Javelin, I don't know what the fuck he did. And the next thing you know, Mongol was like, I'll take the bird, the helicopter. Which was actually really effective, because not only did she, like, take it down, she fucking cut down, like, a lot of people. But then this led to the most painful parts of the movie! And it hurt so many people! And it shocked me, and it pissed me off, and I wanted to cry. During the wreckage of Mongol cutting down people with the chopper, she also ended up sending a lot of sharp wooden shards pieces into Captain Boomerang. He falls onto his knees, looks up at Harley in shock as he's bleeding, and the chopper is landing a bit behind him. Harley sees this, and you could just see the emotion coming already as Harley just yells, "Boomer!" And this is what sucked. You could see the chopper blow up. It's flowing towards him, getting ready to cut him into pieces and burn his body. And all he can do, since he knew this was it for him, he looks at her, and he gives her like the or the well smile. Where he was just like, and he did like a little shrug with his boomerangs. You could see it, and then he gets cut up by the blade! Why? They killed Captain Boomerang! Why? What the fuck? Why did they kill him off? Oh, man, that sucked. Ow, my neck. I should probably not yell a lot. It's 9 a.m. in the morning right now. I gotta stop. But yeah, so they killed Captain Boomerang. And then a lot of other people died. Mongol died from being burned alive. I'm pretty sure TDK died from bleeding out. Javelin got killed by getting shot. Weasel drowned. Servant got his head blown off. Blackguard got shot in the face. And then, yeah, Captain Boomerang got, pierced and cut up. It was very hard to see for everybody, because he was like one of the most fan-favorite characters in the entire series. Actually, as a matter of fact, he's one of the main factors of the Suicide Squad, not just in the movie, but in the comic books and the cartoons as well. If you look at every single Suicide Squad stuff involving from the comic books and the animations, you can see that the three main factors of the team are Deadshot, Harley Quinn, and Captain Boomerang. All three of them usually are the ones to survive in the end. So much so that they're basically the OG Suicide Squads. And even though Deadshot is known to be the leader of the Suicide Squad, all three of them are technically leaders of the Suicide Squad, considering that they're the consistent members of that squad. Because they get damaged, but they always come back alive, which is amazing. So yeah, having to see one of the main factors of Suicide Squad end up getting killed in the first couple minutes of the movie, it sucks, and it hurt a lot of people, and it pissed everybody off. It pissed me off too. I honestly feel like this was the baddest decision for James Gunn to do, because, like I said, Captain Boomerang is one of the main factors of the Suicide Squad franchise, so having to kill him off is a bummer. So much so that James Gunn's bad decision was bad in the best way possible, and it pains me to say that, because it actually did a lot of good for the movie. The reason why I say this is because it immediately puts down a sense of shock into the people who are watching it, because now they know for a fact really no one is gonna really survive. Because if you look back at the Suicide Squad movie, the first one, only about like 2 members of the Suicide Squad actually died, and that was Slipknot and Diablo. I think that was his name. Oh, I threw up in my mouth. So having to see this was enough for you to be like, yeah, no one is really safe. And at first, seeing those first characters die, it was like, they weren't really that memorable. We just saw them in the movie. But having to kill Captain Boomerang was an immediate shock to everybody, and it hit everyone hard on that death because, like I said, he was one of the first characters in the movie to actually reprise his role in the second one, including, again, like I said, him being a main factor in the cartoons and the comic books, and even going to be a main factor in the new Suicide Squad video game, the Kill the Justice League. I don't know when that one's going to come out. I actually want to talk about that one too. Like, not that Captain Boomerang, but I want to talk about the game itself. But I feel like I'm going to wait for a bit for that one. I'm going to look at it, see if I can get some analyzations myself, see if I can get any references from other people as well to see it, what I can find from it. Obviously, I will give credit to those people I took some of the information from, because, you know, they're the ones that found it first before I did, but, you know, I might do that next time. Anyways, back on track, though. It was a smart decision on James Gunn to do that, because it did give the sense of, oh shit, really no one really is safe. No one is going to, like, you can't get too attached to them. Because most of the time, the characters that you're most attached to are the ones to end up getting killed. An example of this can be like Akame Got Kill. For most of you guys who don't know what Akame Got Kill is like an assassination anime. I can't go too much into detail with it because I'm still kind of rusty with the knowledge of it. But there's a lot of characters in there that had a lot of people who were fans of them, whether it because, you know, they're waifu material, husbando material, or they just like the character in general. But then they ended up dying in the end, which actually really sucks, you know? So it's kind of like that, where you have like that one character you really, really like, or you really, really are used to seeing and just enjoy, that ends up getting killed off. It's that heaviness and anger from that moment that makes you not only hate the movie, but enjoy it a little bit more, because now you are interested to see not only who's going to survive, but now you have the sense of, oh shit, this is keeping true to it. No one is really gonna be safe anymore. Even if people are able to survive, no one really is safe. And it was proven from Captain Boomerang himself. And then going down the line, we ended up getting a few more kills. Like, we ended up getting the kill of the Thinker. We got Peacemaker ended up killing Rick Flag, who was also another OG from the first movie. So basically, James Gunn killed 2 of the OGs from the Suicide Squad movie from 2016. I feel like they could have done better with giving more of a bigger impact role for Captain Boomerang, but in fact, they did very well with how they did it, with just him being there, him having people, like, remember, oh shit, yeah, he was from the first one, or hey, it's Captain Boomerang, I like that guy, and all that stuff. And even then, having to know how strong of a bond him and Harley have by just that simple talk, like, Harley, what are you doing back in prison? You know, them having jokes, like, saying, like, a bunch of mincemeat or something like that in a meat something, whatever the fuck he said. I forgot what he said. He was saying something about how, like, everyone was meat in cold storage or whatever the hell it is, and in a meat locker. They just don't know it yet that they're roast beef. And Harley's like joking around saying, like, leave him alone, because that's enough to give you enough info that these two have a strong bond with having to go on multiple Suicide Squad missions together. So that was enough for you guys to be like, oh shit, this is gonna be more impactful. And it actually did a big amount of feels to Harley a little bit. Sad she didn't mention him that much in the film after that, but enough to see her own friend die in front of her was a shocker, and it was enough to give a heavy feeling to everyone in the beginning of the movie, which is a good thing for movies. Like, if they are able to give you that heavy feeling after losing a character that's either like an OG or just a character everyone really likes, is enough for you to be like, fuck. So having to see that it was a good thing, but at the same time, it still pissed off a lot of people, and it hurt them, and it hurt me too, because I really did like him. But yeah, I can't say though that I was expecting it. I'm pretty sure a lot of people were expecting it too. They just wish that it wasn't true. And the way that people actually expected it is because if you look back at all the Suicide Squad trailers for the 2021 movie, you'll notice that the only time we ever really get to see any sort of clips of Captain Boomerang is when he's in the chopper with all the other Suicide Squad members that got killed in the beginning of the movie, with the addition of him at the what's the word? The military dock thing, whatever the hell it's called. I forgot what it's called, but you know what I mean. Like, where they're in front of the American flag. Like, that's the only moments you see him in there. And and the fact that, like, when you look at the rest of the trailer where you would see everyone else, like, in these different areas, especially when they're fighting against Starro, is enough for you to be like, something isn't right here. Like, maybe, yeah, at first some people might think, oh, you know, maybe he is still there. It's just that they didn't put him in the trailers because they wanted to focus on these guys more. But then there's those other ones who were actually more accurate, where they were thinking, oh no, is Captain Boomerang going to die? And sadly, we got proven right that Captain Boomerang was going to die. But it was a good twist, though. It was a good twist, and that's what made the movie even better, because it had that big twist in it, like I said, of people now seeing that no one really is safe. And then even, too, what's amazing about this is that I don't know if I'm going to pronounce this right, but Jai Courtney, who is the guy who brought Captain Boomerang to life in IRL movies, actually was up for this. He actually was, he was okay with having to do this little twist, because he was even saying, like, this is what makes a good movie, having a big twist like this. And sure, yeah, Captain Boomerang didn't get enough shine in the movie to show his capabilities, and it would have made a bigger impact. That's what a lot of people would say, and I agree with them. But in a sense, this was already a big impact enough, because of the fact that, like I said, we see the friendship and strong bond that Harley and him have, how the fact that he's one of the OGs, how he's one of the most canonical, iconic main factors of the Suicide Squad, and how he's a fan favorite. It's enough to put a big drop into hitting hard in the feels with that one. So the fact that Jai Courtney even agreed to it and was very much down for this with James Gunn's idea of that was enough for you to know that this was the right choice to do, and this was the right thing to do. I hate that it is, because like I said, I would have rather seen, you know, him continue to live. But, you know, what can you do? So, in a sense, to finish this all off, James Gunn did make a bad decision with killing Captain Boomerang, but in the good way, as that bad decision got a lot of interest and a lot of attention to the movie now. Because now you can see no one really is going to survive. I mean, they did survive though, but you know what I mean. So yeah, that's kind of it. That's all I needed to talk about. It did suck, like I said, that he died, but you know, we'll just see what the future holds for us now without him. We might get another Suicide Squad movie. I think the Peacemaker series is going to come out soon. But yeah, I wonder if we'll ever get a new one, and if we do, what it will be about, who will the new enemy be, how will it go, will Bloodsport, Nanaue, and Ratcatcher 2 end up coming back, will Peacemaker come back? I know for a fact Harley Quinn's gonna come back, because like I said before, even though Captain Boomerang's dead, he, Deadshot, and Harley Quinn are the three main characters and the main factors of Task Force X and the Suicide Squad. So, yeah, that's kind of about it. I'm gonna end it here with a little bit of a happy note and just say, go watch the Suicide Squad movie. If you guys have already seen it, of course, go watch it. Again, just because, you know, it's very enjoyable, and you guys would agree with me if you did like it. If you're one of those people who didn't find interest into it at all, and who are just listening to this to get the spoilers or just get the gist of it, I suggest you actually do go watch the movie yourself. It's actually a really good movie. Like I said, it did suck Captain Boomerang died, but it really is a good movie. And also, Nanaue, aka King Shark, he stole the spotlight in the whole entire movie. He was the best and most loved character in there. So yeah, go watch the Suicide Squad movie in theaters or in HBO Max. Again, this video isn't sponsored, but yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys want, check out my previous video where I ended up doing a speed paint to Captain Boomerang. as a way of tribute how he was the best character and how he was the true hero of the Suicide Squad. Also, if you look at the art that I made for him, and you see like I have it where his hand is like faced this way I mean, or this like this, and he's holding his boomerang. That's actually a reference to his death in the opening scene of the movie. If you guys look in the opening scene, you'll see what I mean. I'll probably make a comparing image of it soon. It's not exactly the same as the movie one, considering the movie one has, you'll see when you see the movie, or if you've seen the movie. If you've seen it, you'll get it. But other than that, that's kind of about it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys liked it. Leave a like. Comment down below what you guys thought about this. Tell me how you guys felt after seeing Captain Boomerang's death. Actually comment too, like how you think Captain Boomerang would have benefited through the entire movie if he had survived or had died later on. And anyways, that's kind of about it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time in the next video. Adios, paisanos.